Hello and welcome students. It's me Sukanta and you are watching my channel History Online. Today I am here with ICSE class 9 chapter number 6, the Gupta Age. The Gupta Age from 320 AD and 540 AD. In this chapter, according to your syllabus, you have to cover these points or these topics like sources to know the history of the Gupta Age, then the political history of Gupta, and then administration of the Gupta or administration under the Gupta rulers, and finally education, culture and science of Gupta Age. So all these topics you have to cover in this chapter, and in this video or in the first part of this chapter I will discuss only about the sources of the Gupta or sources to know the history of the Gupta Age and the administration of the Gupta Age. जैसे कि चैप्टर नंबर 4 में और उस वीडियो में मैंने डिस्कस किया था कि नॉर्दर्न इंडिया में, तो आप पोस्ट वैदिक पीरियड में नॉर्दर्न इंडिया में पॉलिटिकल यूनिटी था नहीं, तो पॉलिटिकल यूनिटी फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम कौन सा एम्पायर ने लाया था? मौर्यन एम्पायर. सो मौर्यन ने फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम दे एस्टेब्लिश्ड वन यूनाइटेड एम्पायर इन नॉर्दर्न इंडिया. बट आफ्टर द डिक्लाइन ऑफ द मौर्यंस बहुत सारे जो एम्पायर्स था वो नॉर्दर्न इंडिया में बने थे, जैसे कि शुंगा डायनेस्टी, कन्हा डायनेस्टी. अंडर ऑल दिस डायनेस्टीज द empires actually founded in the northern India, and one of the most prominent empire after the Mauryan was founded like Kushan dynasty. They found one empire in northern India. The fall of the Kushan dynasty or fall of the Kushan empire in the middle of 3rd century led to the establishment of Gupta Empire in northern India, and Gupta Empire was established by Sri Gupta in 320 AD. According to historians or according to sources, Guptas were the feudal lords or feudals or landlords under the Kushans. Gradually they captured the power, and finally in 320 AD Sri Gupta founded the Gupta Empire in Magadha. Sri Gupta, Ghatotkacha, Chandragupta the first, Chandragupta the second, Samudragupta were some of the very famous rulers of Gupta dynasty. The period from 320 AD to 540 AD is known as the imperial age of the Guptas. The Gupta Empire was not as large as Mauryan Empire, but it kept northern India or it kept India politically united for more than a century. The period is also known as the classical age or the golden age of Indian history because of its development in the field of science, architecture, art, education. तो जैसे कि आर्ट, एजुकेशन, साइंस और लिटरेचर, इन सब के लिए गुप्ता एज बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट था और बहुत ही फेमस था. तो इसीलिए गुप्ता एज को बोला जाता है गोल्डन एज इन इंडियन हिस्ट्री. तो इस गुप्ता एज के बारे में कहाँ से पता चलता है, या फिर the sources to know about the Gupta dynasty. So now I'll discuss about the sources or the evidences by which we can reconstruct the history of the Guptas. तो इस चैप्टर की जो फर्स्ट टॉपिक है वो है सोर्सेस. सोर्सेस टू नो द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द गुप्ता एज और एविडेंसेस टू नो द हिस्ट्री ऑफ गुप्ता एज. So we can divide the sources into two divisions, like one is literary sources, okay, and another is archaeological sources. So literary sources or written evidences, okay, so we can divide the literary sources into two groups. One is the literature written by the natives or indigenous people, and on the other hand the foreign travelers. Okay, literature written or information given by the foreign travelers, and mainly during Gupta period, one foreign traveler visited to India from China, and he was Fa Hien. Okay, Fa Hien. So Fa Hien visited India and he gave useful information about Gupta age and about that time. And on the other hand, another source is archaeological sources. Archaeological sources mainly monuments, Okay, monuments or buildings, archaeological sources, monuments, buildings, and after that coins, then inscriptions. Okay, inscriptions and so यहाँ पे सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जो है और इस चैप्टर में मेनली जो दो सोर्सेस के बारे में डिस्कस किया गया है वो है द अकाउंट्स ऑफ फाहियन। हम डिस्कस करेंगे डिटेल में कि अकाउंट्स ऑफ फाहियन वो किस तरह की इंफॉर्मेशन दिया था और वो कितना हेल्पफुल है टू नो अबाउट द गुप्ता एज। और यहाँ पे इंस्क्रिप्शन में जो हम डिस्कस करेंगे इलाहाबाद इंस्क्रिप्शन और प्रयाग प्रशस्ति, इलाहाबाद इंस्क्रिप्शन और प्रयाग प्रशस्ति मेनली रिटन बाय हरिसेना द कोर्ट पोएट ऑफ समुद्रगुप्त। तो मेनली ये था sources can be divided into two parts, literary sources, archaeological sources. In literature further we can divide these literary sources into two groups, native and written by natives like the works of Kalidasa, and on the other hand the foreign travelers account mainly here according to your syllabus you have to study about Fahian. Okay, Fahian or foreign traveler from China, he visited India. And on the other hand the archaeological sources also helped us to reconstruct the history of Gupta age. Archaeological sources भी बहुत ही important है और archaeological sources में आते हैं ये सब जैसे कि monuments हो गया, coins, inscriptions, okay, inscriptions। और इस inscription में जो mainly गुप्ता एज के बारे में जानते हैं वो है इलाहाबाद पिलर inscription और प्रयाग प्रशस्ति written by हरिसेना कोर्ट पोएट ऑफ समुद्रगुप्त। और बहुत सारे स्कल्पचर वगैरह सब है गुप्ता एज के बारे में जानने के लिए। तो अभी डिटेल में जानते हैं फाहियन और इलाहाबाद पिलर इंस्क्रिप्शन के बारे में। सो फर्स्टली फाहियन। Fahian was the first Chinese Buddhist pilgrim who visited India in AD 399 during the reign of Chandragupta II. He has left behind the Smritis and some interesting accounts which are the chief sources of knowledge about the life of people during Gupta dynasty. He observed that India under Guptas was peaceful and flourishing. During his stay in India, he went on a pilgrimage to Mathura, Kanauj, Kapilavastu, Kushinagar, Vaishali, Pataliputra, Kashi, Rajgriha, and made careful observations about the conditions of that time without resorting to any bias. In his book, Folk Cooking, Fahian described Magadha was a prosperous country with large towns teeming with wealthy people. Pataliputra was a flourishing city with number of charitable institutions including a hospital endowed by benevolent citizens. Although the people were wealthy, they led simple lives, generally observing the Buddhist rules of conduct. Vaishnavism, Shaivism, Buddhism and Jainism were the main religions. People, however, had no ill will towards other sects. Hindu gods and goddesses were depicted on the coins and also sculptured and paintings. The Allahabad pillar inscription or Prayag Prashasti is one of the most important epigraphic evidences of the imperial Guptas. Composed by Harisena, the court poet of Samudragupta, Allahabad pillar inscription, also known as Prayag Prashasti, is written in praise of Samudragupta. It describes the reign of Guptas in ancient India. Besides, it provides an impressive list of kings and tribal republics that were conquered by Samudragupta. The inscription is also important because of the political geography of India that it indicates by naming the different kings and peoples who populated India in the first half of 4th century AD. So these were the two sources to know about the history of Guptas or Gupta Empire, accounts left by Fahian and the Allahabad pillar inscription. So after sources, now I will be covering the administrative or administration under the Gupta rulers. According to sources or according to historians, the administration of Gupta Empire was well organized. There was organized central administration. Like Mauryan Empire, Gupta Empire was also divided into provinces. Provinces means states or administrative units, and all the provinces were under the provincial administration, and the smaller units like villages or towns of every provinces, they were under the local bodies. Okay, so now I will discuss about the central administration, provincial administration, as well as the local administration. So now firstly I will discuss about the central administration. So monarchy was the prevailing form of the government. That means monarchy means राजतंत्र था गुप्त एम्पायर में, मतलब जहाँ पे राजा ही हेड था और एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव हेड था. Then the theory of divinity of kings became very popular during the Gupta Age or in Gupta Empire. Theory of divinity, that means they believed in the divine theory of kings. That means वो अपने आप को जो गॉड और हिंदू गॉड थे उसके रिप्रेजेंटेटिव मानते थे. ठीक है. एंड सम किंग्स ऑफ गुप्तस और सम किंग ऑफ गुप्ता एम्पायर, दे कंपेयर्ड देम विद हिंदू गॉड्स लाइक Yama, Kubera, Varuna, and after that kings was the administrative head, and he or kings were enjoyed a large number of powers like political power, administrative power, judicial power. Okay, and the next one is they were the commander in chief of the army of Gupta Empire. Then they actually took titles, or they took titles like Param Maheshwara, Maharaja Dhiraja, and Param Bhattaraka. So these titles, or like these titles, they used to take these titles. And the next one is the Gupta rulers had their counselor. Okay, and had their council, and the Gupta kings were assisted by one council or मंत्री परिषद. ओके, मंत्री परिषद. सो किंग वाज असिस्टेड बाय वन काउंसिल और मंत्री परिषद consisted of princes, high officers, and finally feudal lords or landlords or feudal lords. अभी ये फ्यूडल लॉर्ड्स क्या है, इसको और अच्छी तरह से जानने के लिए, और फ्यूडलिज्म क्या है, इसको अच्छी तरह से जानने के लिए मेरे ही चैनल में एक वीडियो है फ्यूडलिज्म के ऊपर, वो जाके देखेंगे तो और भी अच्छी तरह से इसको समझ पाओगे. ठीक है. तो फ्यूडल लॉर्ड्स, प्रिंसेस एंड हाई ऑफिसर्स, दे वर इन द काउंसिल, एंड द गुप्ता किंग वर असिस्टेड बाय द काउंसिल और मंत्री परिषद. The Mantri Parishad actually consisted of higher officials, princes, and feudal lords, and these two are mainly the two higher officials. First one is Kumaramatyas, mainly appointed by Gupta rulers, and they assisted the provincial governor or the princes. Okay, provincial governor or princes. So they were assisted by the Kumaramatyas. And another one is Sandhi Vigrahika. Okay, minister of peace and war. So the next one is Sandhi Vigrahika, minister of peace and war. The office of Sandhi Vigrahika for the first time appeared during the time of Samudragupta, and Harishen was the Sandhi Vigraha of Samudragupta. तो ये दो हायर ऑफिसर्स थे, जैसे कि कुमारमात्य अपॉइंटेड बाय गुप्ता रूलर्स एंड दे असिस्टेड द गवर्नर ऑफ प्रोविंसेस, एंड संधि विग्रहिका जो कि मिनिस्टर ऑफ वॉर एंड पीस एंड वॉर. और ये जो पोस्ट है, इसका ऑफिस मेनली समुद्रगुप्त के टाइम में ही शुरू हुआ था, और फर्स्ट जो मिनिस्टर था संधि विग्रहिका थे वो था हरिसेना, जो कि कोर्ट पोएट था. He was the court poet of Samudragupta. So this was mainly the central administration of the Gupta Empire. So after the central administration, now coming to the provincial administration. As I mentioned before that there was organized provincial administration. So provincial administration, provinces, and during Gupta Empire was divided into various provinces. Okay. And they were called Bhuktis or Deshas, or mainly provinces were known as Bhuktis or Deshas. Okay, provinces means states, and after that they were mainly ruled by the governors. Okay, governors ruled provinces, so they were called as Uparika or Pradeshika. Uparika or Pradeshika, and the governors were mainly from the royal blood, and they were mainly they were mainly princes. And after that, Bhuktis were further divided into various Bishayas. Okay, and Bishayas was placed under Bishayapati. So Bishayapati was the head of various Bishayas, or you can say present day districts. Okay, and after Bishayas, the Bishayas were also divided into small units. Okay, like villages and towns. So in village administration, village was administered by the village headman or Gramika. Village headman, also known as Gramika, and he administered villages by the help of his council. Okay, he got or he assisted by the council. So in village administration, the head was Gramika and he was assisted by his council. On the other hand, towns were placed under the headship of Purapala and committee of 5. So this is mainly the provincial administration. तो provincial administration जो administrative system था वो well organized था, और provinces जो था mainly जो भुक्ति mainly उसको बोला जाता था भुक्तिस और देशस, जो अभी जो state हम बोलते हैं वो भुक्तिस और देशा, और भुक्तिस और देशा की जो हेड था वो था गवर्नर, और गवर्नर मेनली रॉयल फैमिली से ही होते थे, और गवर्नर को बोला जाता था कि उपारिका और प्रादेशिका, जो कि मेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर था भुक्तिस की या फिर देशस की, एंड दे वेर मेनली द प्रिंसेस। और भुक्तिस और देशस और प्रोविंसेस अगेन फर्दर डिवाइडेड इनटू विषयस, और विषयस जो था उसका जो हेड था उसको बोला जाता था विषयापति। ठीक है, और विषय मेनली फॉर्म करता था वेरियस विलेजेस और टाउन्स को लेके, और विलेज एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में मेनली, और ये लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में भी आते हैं। सो लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में विलेज, और विलेज का जो हेड था वो विलेज हेडमैन, जिसको ग्रामिका भी बोला जाता था, या फिर ग्रामिका, और जो उसका जो काउंसिल था, जो विलेज में कोई भी डिसीजन लेना होता था तो वो ग्रामिका लेते थे, या फिर उसका जो काउंसिल था वो सब मिलके लेते थे। और दूसरी तरफ जो है टाउन, ये भी लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में ही आता है, और टाउन का जो मेन हेड था मेनली टाउन्स वेर प्लेस्ड अंडर द हेडशिप ऑफ पुरोपाला, एंड देयर वाज अ कमिटी ऑफ 5. So mainly this was the provincial administration and local administration during the Gupta period. So this was mainly the first part of chapter number 6, the Gupta Age. उम्मीद है वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा। अगर अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर देना, शेयर करना दोस्तों में, ताकि वो भी देख पाए। और इफ यू आर न्यू व्यूअर्स देन प्लीज सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल फॉर मोर वीडियोस, एंड आई विल बी राइट बैक with part 2 of this chapter. Thank you for watching this video.